everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's come to the beginning of another month, or the end of a month, which means I've got to do another TBR video. I don't have to. Nobody's holding me at gunpoint, but you know, I thought I'd do it anyway. It's a bit of fun. What's this? Bit of her doing. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. It's too warm. I have no control over what's coming out of my mouth, at least consciously, on a conscious level. Bookopoly, yes. So every month I attempt, or sometimes don't attempt, to do a TBR based on my bookopoly board. It's so original. I'm such an original person. Every month I hop around the board with my Lewis Hamilton number 44 Mercedes. What year is it? Is it W12? I don't know. I don't even know what that number means. There we go. I'm a brilliant F1 fan. Don't come for me if you're a Max Verstappen fan, because I don't care about your opinion. So without further ado, without me jibber jabbering, let's get on to the first roll. Roly poly. Okay, so last time we landed on a chance card, which involved me juggling terribly. So let's see what our next roll will be. Oh, that was terrible. Let's try that again. Did you see that? It was a 6. Okay, come on, let's do 6 then. 1, 2, 3. Come on, it's a car. I should drive it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes! Translated fiction. The first roll was translated fiction. I think this might be one of my favourite something. My favourite, what's it called? Space. My favourite space on the board, because I absolutely love translated fiction. Why is that? Is that because of the different setting? Is it because of the style? But then is that the original author, or is it the little inflections of the translator, which is why I like it so much? I don't know. In particular, I love Japanese fiction. I love the magical elements that Japanese writers tend to use, like Murakami, Tomohiko Morimi. So will I be reading it? You know, I'm a big flopping failure. Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This is just a superb cover and a superb back, and it's got, you know, I'm gonna just ignore the French flaps. I'm gonna ignore the French flaps because I'm not a big fan. It smells pretty good, and it's second hand, so yeah, top notch. What is this book about? I don't know, but it says on the back, in another world we were already friends, so I am no longer alone. That sounds so miserable, and that's exactly what I like. Oh, Strange and Beautiful. Imagine the offspring of the wind-up bird chronicle and the Virgin Suicides. The Virgin Suicides is on my TBR, and I've been reading the Wind-Up Chronicle, fun fact, for 3 years. It might be 2 years, I can't remember, and I still haven't finished it. Anyway, on to the next roll. Okie dokie, roll number 2. I love me some translated fiction, so I'm very excited about that. 3. 1, 2, 3. Psychology book. Now the board is calling me out for not doing any of my assignments. Well, I'm so toasty, I could be a toasty. Next we got, what was it? Psychology book. I feel like these videos is just me calling myself out, as the kids say, of how terrible I am at doing anything that I say I'll do. I'm gonna pick Nudge again because I still haven't finished it yet. Am I gonna finish it next month? I mean, no, I'm not, am I? Let's just be honest. But you know, I had to say something. So, Nudge by, who is it? Thaler and Sunstein. This book is about nudging. There we go. Done. What is nudging? Nudging, everyone has experienced nudging, whether you know it or you don't. One common example I like to use of what a nudge is it's encouraging you to do a behaviour by picking it as an easy option. It's supposed to be easy for you, or you want to avoid a loss. So one example introduced into the UK is charging for plastic bags when you go to the supermarket or when you go to any shop. You don't want to spend that 10p or 20p. I don't know how much it is. I haven't bought a bag in heckin' ages. That's a type of nudging behaviour, because you're just gently pushing people to do a better behaviour. Another one is organ donation. They don't like that. Basically in the UK as well. I don't know if it's the whole of the UK or just England or where it is, but definitely in England. When you die, you have to give your organs over. All of them. Well, not all of them. I don't know how it heckin' works. But you have to opt out. So rather than opt in, you have to opt out, and that's another example of a nudge. So I think it's very interesting. It's very popular recently, and I haven't finished it, and I'm sorry, I'm trash. I also haven't like even started on some of my psychology deadlines, but we're not going to talk about that, and we're going to go to the next role. Oh, also I should say I'm a psychology student, sort of. Okay, thanks. Next one. The third role. I don't think we've spent much time on this side yet, so this is quite exciting for you and me both. Well, maybe just for me. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Free pick. The next role was free pick, which means I get to pick freely. So I've picked, this is in such pristine condition, and I'm just so happy that I managed to get this in London and bring it back home. Well, my partner did, and it's just a crisp dust jacket. It's fantastic, and it is The Shadow Cabinet by Juno Dawson. This is the second book. I don't even know what the series is called, but the first book was Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I'm going to say Coven. I thought it was Coven. Since the mid-year freakout tag, mid-year book freakout tag, when I say Coven, I've moved on. So what is this book about? It's set, I think, in 1990s Britain, where Her Majesty's Royal Coven is in charge of witchcraft, oversees witchcraft in England and Wales, maybe Scotland, maybe Northern Ireland as well. And there's a prophecy that someone is going to be the damnation of the world. They're going to do lots of bad things, and the characters think it's this one character. Is it them? We don't know. Well, we do know actually, because it says at the end of the book. I loved the first book. It was full of nice twists and turns. I love the representation in it, LGBTQIA+ rep in it. Juno Dawson is very good at characters. She's very good at plot. Just good at everything actually. Excellent author. I'm looking forward to reading this. Thank you. On to the next role. The last one actually, number 4. Okay, this is the last role. And this is the most hated section of everything that's ever happened to me. I hate it. So let's hope that it's more than 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 4, then that's it, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Okay, I'm just not doing that. I don't care. Read whilst exercising. No. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantasy or dystopian. Now this is supposed to say fantasy or dystopian. I don't know if you can quite read it, but I spelt it wrong. That is supposed to say fantasy. So I'll do that one. I'm just going to pretend this section doesn't exist. Okay, thank you. The last role. I cheated, but it's in my nature to be a rule breaker. I made the rules, I can break the rules. That's what politicians think, isn't it? I chose The Chrysalids by John Wyndham. Should I tell you a funny story? Which isn't that funny, but I find quite entertaining. Okay, I'll tell you it. So, this author, John Wyndham, I mean, he's pretty famous in England, am I correct? He's known as a dystopian / sci-fi author. And I'm calling someone out. How many times am I going to say calling out? I was looking through Books Unbound's Instagram page, and my heckin' ADHD was popping, and I was like, I'm going to put a comment on this post, but I didn't. But now I'm talking about it now, so what does that prove? They posted a picture of The Day of the Triffids as one of Raylene's kind of favourite-ish books, which is lesser known. Why has it gone so dark in here? A lesser known book, and I thought, The Day of the Triffids? The Day of the Triffids? That's a heckin' classical dystopian novel, and they were saying it's lesser known. And I didn't comment, but I've said it now, so I don't mean it personally. It's just, you're wrong. No, I'm only joking. It's quite famous in this country. So I'm going to be reading The Chrysalids, which is another of his most better known books. What is this about? Why are you asking me? I haven't read it yet. But this is the cover. I mean, is this not my colour palette? I absolutely love the covers of these books. They're absolutely fantastic. And I really want to read more of John Wyndham. Because I've read Day of the Triffids and I really enjoyed it. Those are some more of his book covers. Don't know if you can see. Yeah. Gorgeous. So that's what I'll be reading. Can I put them in a nice aesthetic stack? Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I've got 2 paperbacks that are not paperback size, traditional paperback size, but this is my nice little stack. You know, you see some booktubers do huge stacks, you know, it makes me feel a bit pressured to put those on my TBR, but I can't even stick to 4 books in a month, let alone heckin' 6 or 7 or 8. But that's why you come here, isn't it, for somebody a bit more useless. Yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. We got through to the end. If you like this, then maybe consider sticking around for some more videos. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if Day of the Triffids, if you've heard of this book, if you've heard of John Wyndham, because I'd be very interested to know. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video, whatever that will be. Goodbye. You can leave now. Go on, you can go. Bye bye.